Hi MTV, welcome to our group. Me and Kelsey
Hi guys!
are in Canggu, and Kelsey sorted us out with finding this incredible, and I mean incredible Airbnb.
Show the little door thing's
Yeah.
so nice, this part. It's called Santan.
Yeah, Villa Santan. So we thought we'd tell you about my friend. Didn't look very impressed. We thought we'd tell you about our last couple of days, well, a week or so in the lovely sunny Bali. However, not that sunny today, it's a bit of overcast, while showing you the crib.
This is a pool we have not even been in.
Oh, well, I have been in.
Last day. Oh, you've been in.
Yeah, I mean, I sat there, I didn't even touch. This is like a thing that before we leave, we both want to sit on.
We need to get on that. But it's so cool. And this is the door we leave open every time we lock that one,
By accident.
which is kind of pointless. So we lock that and then anyone can just come in here.
Oh, but it is like
Stunning.
So, yeah, and it just has a really nice vibe. It's
Yeah.
a really cool bit down here. So we spent the past 2 nights watching Happy Gilmore 2.
Big party time.
Exactly.
Not.
It's actually 2 wild cats. And then yes, but I met Kelly here. I was still in Ubud. Said it right there, I think.
Good work.
Yeah, and another thing that Kelly had recommended that we'd done together was, well, actually we'd done the activities together in a place called the Yoga Barn. And the Yoga Barn's absolutely huge. I believe it's a hotel, and you can just stay in the hotel, and then you get like maybe like inclusive breakfast and stuff. But we just visited for the workshops. So this is my room, and very specifically, we've done 2 workshops there. So one was, I think it's called Water Grace, the bathroom. Oh, can I see me? Oh yeah, hi me. Yeah, it was called Water Grace. Kelly's done something similar before, which is how she could recommend it. And what you do is you're immersed in like I wouldn't call it an inside pool, but it's definitely a pool with a cover, and it's at exactly body temperature for a good reason. I just watch myself, so I slip walking down the stairs. And the reason it's like that is to make you feel at peace. So you enter the pool. I think there was a good, there might have been 20 of us in the pool, and they get you first by moving around like jellyfishes so that you can feel each other flow in the pool. And I cannot tell you how awkward everybody was, right, Kel?
It was really amazing how, everyone was just like, especially there was one little guy there who was like with his grandma, and he really felt uncomfortable because it was just like strangers all of a sudden having to touch and be really intimate, and like, it was a lot for some people.
Yeah, I swear, even
Not
for me.
for me.
Like, come here, baby. I would say even for me, like I can be, until I know the person, I'm like, not that I'm not tactile, because I am.
Yeah.
You know, but I think it's,
Everyone's, I think also culturally it's very different. But yeah, it was the best thing about that whole thing is like, you start like that, at the end you just are so connected, like you haven't even spoken to each other, you look in each other's eyes while you're doing certain movements in the pool, and a lot of touch, and I think that you all leave really connected without even having to spoken.
Especially like the bit where you are shutting your eyes and you're sort of like dancing.
Sorry, I'm not being a Jay-Z wannabe, I've got an eye problem, so I'm going to keep my glasses on.
The bit where you're dancing with people and you just have to, well, I say dancing, but you just have to touch, you have to keep one body part connected. I found that really, really bizarre for me, because all the other ones were fine, but there was one
when you
end,
like had to like do that and then turn,
like under the water, it was like amazing. And I did it with this woman, and it just felt like, I don't know, as if I was some sort of avatar.
Totally. And then at the end, we had to go around and say like one word that it meant to us to be. What was that question? They were really good.
So, what does water mean to you?
What does water mean to you, and what is your way of accepting love?
How do you want to be communicated with?
So that was really amazing. And I did it last year with my sisters, which was a different experience to that one. But Yoga Barn do the most incredible, like the masters of different countries come to Yoga Barn to just take part in giving workshops and all of these things. So it feels like a campus, and it's a really amazing place for people to come and be like inspired for a few weeks.
Sure. I didn't love the one where they make you feel basically like a dolphin. So like Kelly would have to hold on to this thing, there's like a water float, and I held on to it, and then you hold your breath with a nose peg on, and then Kelly will pull me
Oh,
around.
you didn't like that one?
I think the nose peg just wasn't on properly. I felt like I just couldn't surrender or relax into it. So it felt like I'm always coming up for air and I couldn't shut my head off with that one. But I could see you really
loved it.
In your element. I just felt like I was like SpongeBob SquarePants. Like I love the fetus one though.
Yeah, that was amazing to be held. And the teacher was such a good teacher. It was, what was it called? The water?
I think it was Water Grace. I'm sure it was all Liquid Grace or something.
Yeah.
Because when I went back after you'd left...
Do I have any shoes around?
They're very real.
They're real. Going bowling, bye.
And then I loved there was 2, so that was the first one we done. And then it
was sexy lady. She's off to Pilates.
Aren't you coming?
Yeah, I should go. Yeah, sorry, you run.
So the second one we done was breath work. Now, there's a little bit of context for this because I've seen loads of people talk about breath work and I've always just thought it's just a little bit woo-woo. Like I've always thought, okay, I don't believe everything that everyone is saying about breathing in and out and you feeling like you're on psychedelics, but was I wrong? So so you're lying on the floor, where are we? Oh, hang on, I'll show you here. Literally like this for like an hour and a half?
Yeah,
and they get you
got
going.
a bag over your eyes, which is really relaxing.
And then like you can use bolsters, and you've got like a blanket. They start playing really loud shamanic music, which I
really
love.
That was love it.
I really loved that part, and it wasn't like the humma numma numma.
No, it was like kids choirs, and then it went straight into like a ding 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 ding. Like
it was good. It was like quite dynamic, and then you're like, I'm probably doing it completely wrong now, but.
The whole idea is your whole lungs don't stop. So you're basically like... like that.
Yeah. And I remember feeling, all of a sudden I felt like a little bit tingly, but because I had that moped accident, I was like, oh no, is this good for my brain? Like, am I going to have an issue here with my head? And then instead of tingling, the room sort of went silent. Like before this, I could hear everybody breathing in and out, like loudly, almost like distractingly. And then I sort of like spun into, I can only explain it like a different planet, and everybody else's breathing sounds were gone, but I could still hear the music. And then all of a sudden, I just saw loads of colour, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And and it really did last like the 90 minutes.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, mine was a lot more emotional, more related to like. Won't go into it, but more like wanting to be a mother, and I had a vision of like kids calling mum, and that's something I've really wanted recently. It's very much priority, and I think it was just the biggest trippy, but such a short trip that I've had. I've done a lot of breath work like that. That one was really nice, really good one, and everyone at the end had to share what they wanted to, if they wanted to, like what they went through. But yeah, lots of people were crying, or there was one lady laughing, one person was screaming, but you don't even like notice.
No.
So it's a really individual experience. And other ones I've done, you've got the kind of ear, things so you can't hear anyone, which is quite good. But at the same time, that one with the music's so loud, so you don't notice. So it was a lot. That day was a lot, but it was a really good experience to do that, other than just partying and all that in Bali.
It feels like a little bit like being hypnotized, and I say that because right at the end she'll be like, okay everyone, if you want to come back to your bodies, and I'm like, what? That's a bit like you want to go 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, exactly. Like literally like coming back into the solid mass of your body. And then they kind of come around and they do little touching at certain times, which always, every time I've done it, feels like it's the exact time that you need it. It's like they know. And I hate when it's all like, oh my God, I just like, he touched me when I genuinely though, like he came over and I was just about to start crying, and then you got tissues, and then you had the massage like on your chest when you were having a panicky attack. But it might not be for everyone. I just think life's about trying everything. I'm always about that. If you like it after it, you do it again. If you don't, you don't, but at least you tried it.
Yeah, I would absolutely now I'm like a big, huge believer. I spoke to so many people about breath work as if I'm some expert after one time.
It's crazy, and it's like not even on like drugs.
I know, and
your own
I
breath.
may or may not have done psychedelics before to have a knowledge of the comparison, but I was
go with May.
Yeah, I was dumbfounded. Like to Kelly's point, they put this bolster over my stomach. I wasn't exactly like I still had my arms there, but it just set. As soon as you put that, I was like spinning, and I could see like in front of me with my eyes shut and that eye bag on, blue, like bright blue sky.
Yeah.
And then I had like people, like different faces, but like all with the same dark, like beaming eyes, like as if like they're looking down, and they were like pouring stuff into me. It was so beautiful, and I don't even mind if it's just my head that's made it up and it doesn't exist elsewhere.
It's an experience, and you definitely it makes shit. There's deposit gone. It makes you think about something and what's wrong with it. There's nothing right with that. I need to go to the toilet, guys. Sorry, got food poisoning.
And then, we've both had bouts of Bali belly. Kale was dealing with some of that again. And now we are getting ready. Actually, should check the time, because we've booked on to a reformer Pilates class, which I'm so excited about. And the reason is, like, since I've been here, I've wanted to do exercise. You know, here is about me, the better experiment, becoming a better person, better health, better responsibilities, like, you know, better businesses, all of that. And thanks to the moped accident, I've still got a little bit of like an ankle twist, so I can't run. Like, I don't want to risk running on it. And then what's the other issue? Yeah, that's the main issue for running. I do want to get into the gyms, but they are really quite expensive here. So I need to work out where I'm going to stay for a while, and then I can buy a little pass. But today we decided we want to do reformer, so I've managed to get like 3 classes, and I can do them for the next 3 days with Kelsey soon. And that is my favourite form of exercising. Like, reformer really lights me up. I would pick that over like any night out. Well, any night out. If it played shamanic music at the same time as reformer, that would be great. And for now, we really do have to get ready. We're going out. Have a night.